This film will have scenes of me extracting blood from my veins and splashing it all over my canvases as an undercoat.
I want to paint a doorway into another dimension. People won't walk up to my painting and see another dimension. They'll just walk up to my painting and see a fucking mess. I know it's great art because when I eventually do get to go out with girls, they're always incredibly beautiful. And incredibly beautiful girls only go out with guys who are good at art or have lots of money or are good singers in a band.
There will be radical scenes of me sitting in front of a coffee shop and drinking coffee. There will be more scenes of me sitting around and scratching my head while chain smoking. You will see me smoke a cigarette on camera. Once again, there will be demons. There will be near-death experiences. I will take you into my past lives and pull you back up through my arse.
Anyway, later on that evening, after the near-death experience, we decided to go to art school and do art. No longer a primary and infant school teacher, I thought. No longer a lecturer in bloody art education. No longer a man without a dog. I now had a mission, and that mission was to let Aphrodite drink some of this cafe latte.
I told you should train the dog and get her into a routine, I said. Okay.
I got that there. Okay, I got that there. Thanks, man. Okay, let's go.
This movie will have scenes of me metaphysically masturbating. I mean, if girls were better than masturbation, I'd be living with a girl. And not my hands. I mean, fuck. Reading palms relaxes me. I was a 200-kilo weakling until I discovered reading palms. Now, young girls with fur on them come up to me all the time. You got to remember, the chickies that don't believe in Jesus Christ will be the first ones to stick their fucking palms out and go, oh, past lives, I'm a witch, I've had lots of fucking past lives. And I go, oh my God, concentric circle fingerprint on Apollo. I mean, how many of them have I said that? They've got it too, you know. Oh, I go, you're creative. And they go, fuck, it's unbelievable. Confirmation, I'm creative. I'm the most creative waitress with the tightest pair of black tights in the world. And I go, yes, that's wonderful. And they sit there and they hold my hand. And while they're holding my hand, I'm reading their palm and their thumbs press against my fingers. They're sort of trying to get erotic with the fat palm reader. They're going, oh, this guy can read my very soul. And he's a wog. Nothing could make them more excited than 17.5 stone of puffing, panting blubber. They sit there going, as I twiddle their thumbs around, telling them whether or not they've actually had a lot of sex this week or not. And they go, how did you know? You're right. You're always right when you read palms. And they go, how do you know all this? And I go, I read it in a book. And none of them believe me, that all I did was pick up a book one day and read it. They can't believe that. They've got to think that you were born with this sort of like, dumb, you know, fat wog from the western suburbs. Could it be that he's incredibly intelligent and perceptive? No, it's magic. You can only be incredibly perceptive and intelligent if you're from a boarding school. If you're from the western suburbs and you come from Lebanese sort of family background, you got to be fucking like, it's got to be metaphysics that's the reason behind it. Because if you were really bright, you'd have that toy car phone.
I've got a toy car phone at home. It cost my friend Robert $4. The phone was good. People would walk up and put their arm around me and they'd go, Mike, Mike. At the Trop Surge came up to me, patted me on the shoulder, went, Mike, good on you, Mike, you've made it. Once I drove up with a car. I parked it across the road. I was smiled at, served immediately. Men and women alike stared at me with envy. I was hoping to get a parking ticket so I could show everybody how irrelevant it would be to me to be fined. I have friends that come there and get a parking ticket, if not every day, every second day. $50, $50. Ah, fuck, another $50. If I spent $50 a day on heroin, or alcohol, or pot, they'd think I was addicted. But to go to a place like the Tropicana and spend $50 a day on parking fines is a status symbol. I know guys that pay $50 a day for their parking fines, yet think it's too pretentious to walk around with a mobile phone. I know guys that have fucking mobile phones and snort cocaine and smoke a bit of pot, but only on weekends, at parties, and they don't draw it back. Just like Bill Clinton. Who are too scared to try harder drugs, like ice cubes with acid in them.
Why do you hit up Dave? I only want to get stoned because it's not because my life's boring, it's just because it's the most exciting thing I can find to do. And as long as I look like a trendy artist, and I don't look like one of those filthy scumbag junkies that walk by Victoria Street all the time and don't sit down outside this incredibly fashionable artistic coffee shop, well, it's okay, innit? You know, like, I mean, I'm your junkie. You know, it's sort of like having a gay friend or a Chinese friend or a Mediterranean friend. I can be your Mediterranean gay junkie friend. And you can save me.
I paint my door. I enter my subconscious. It reveals myself unto myself. Not happy, splash, splash, splash. Another $300 worth of oil paint, right? People will look at it and think it's me and her. Oh, look, this is your interrelationship with women. It's actually my own relationship with myself, with me asking myself to dance. Michael, dance. Yes, Michael. Michael, touch me up. Yes, Michael. Michael, take me out. Okay. When we open the door for them to understand, they go, hey, it's too busy, man. Hey, man, the colours are a little bright. Hey, it's a bit chaotic. You should go to New York. I go, why? What do you mean it's chaotic? Isn't that what life's like? And they go, hey man, it might be like that, but look, I'd much rather have something on my wall that sort of like doesn't really attack me, doesn't really sort of like do anything for me apart from, hey, look, I'm not middle class, I'm actually aristocratic, I've got culture and tickets to the football. I'd really like to be famous. Not only do I want to be loved by everybody, but I also want to be everybody. She's got blonde hair. Does she want me for a friend? Can she work out why I don't want to fuck her like everybody else? Can she cope with that? Will she tempt me? Will I go for it? Does my dog like her? Am I gay? I know I'm gay. But I also know I want to hurt women, so I must be heterosexual as well, mustn't I?
It's all about coffee. It's all about getting 3 months worth of free coffee. Now what do you do with 3 months worth of free coffee? Do I drink coffee all day for 3 months? No. Now I've heard you only get 1 cup of coffee a day for 3 months. What do I do with 1 cup of coffee a day? That's like, what sort of prize is this? You win $1.80's worth of something a day? I mean, how can you actually call that a prize? I mean, maybe $5 a day would be a prize. A packet of cigarettes and a coffee a day would be a prize. But 1 cup of coffee a day is no prize at all. I never pay for coffee there anyway. People are always buying me coffee. I only go inside to get the key to go to the toilet. I don't know what's going to be in the movie.